With how lackluster this past year's quarterback class was, being considered one of the worst in recent memory, if your team didn't walk away with either Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, more than likely you're going to be back at it again in next year's draft searching for another quarterback. And Arch Manning has been projected to be the #1 overall pick in every way too early mock draft. He's going to be the prize jewel of the 2026 draft for whichever team sucks bad enough to be in position to draft him. And it's understandable why there's a lot of fanfare around Arch Manning. He's the nephew of Eli and Peyton. And despite him having a small sample size at Texas, you like what you saw out of him. Makes good decisions with the football, pretty accurate, good arm. And he's a way better athlete than what Eli and Peyton were, which really surprises me. Texas, when they had him come in, they normally used him on design quarterback runs. So he's really athletic, and he definitely is probably going to end up getting that generational label, not just with his skill set, but with his family lineage. The issue with you fans out there that are salivating about your team being bad enough to get a quarterback like Arch Manning is there's a very strong chance that he doesn't declare for the 2026 NFL draft at all. When you look at Eli Manning and Peyton Manning, both of them played all 4 years in college football. And when you play 4 or more years of college football, you increase your chances as a quarterback to have instant success as a rookie, which every team is hoping to land the next Jayden Daniels or the next CJ Stroud, because we just live in a instant gratification society. Nobody really wants to sit and wait for a quarterback to develop properly. But the rookie quarterbacks these last few years that have had a lot of success early, like Justin Herbert, Bo Nix, Jayden Daniels, they've had at least 4 years of experience or more starting in college football. Jayden Daniels had the greatest rookie season that we've ever seen, leading the Washington Commanders to an unexpected appearance in the NFC Championship game. He started his entire 5 years when he was in college. Starting at Arizona State, then he transferred to LSU. Same thing with Bo Nix. He started 5 years. He had a really good rookie season. And Justin Herbert, he went back for his final season at Oregon despite being a projected first overall pick. So he played 4 years in total. And Eli and Peyton, along with the rest of the Manning family, they don't want Arch to go into the NFL not prepared. The main reason why he has had no problem sitting behind Quinn Ewers, learning behind them for these last couple of years, is that he wants to soak in as much knowledge and experience that he can get from Steve Sarkisian, who at the moment is currently the best play caller in college football. So he also can be developed to where when he is ready to declare for the NFL draft, he has a much better chance of success. The majority of busts are the ones that didn't play or didn't start for that long in college. Like Mitchell Trubisky, he only started 1 season playing college football. DeShone Kizer, he was also pretty raw. He could have used another added year of development at the college level. So when you come into the NFL and you don't have a lot of college experience under your belt, you're either going to have to sit for a year or you're going to have to sit for a few weeks like what Drake May did, and maybe you end up being pretty good. But most of the times, the quarterbacks that end up hitting the ground up and running are the ones that have started all 4 years, which is why a lot of NFL fans are incredibly delusional about tanking for Arch Manning, because there's a 99.9% chance that he doesn't declare for next year's draft. He stays for 1 more year at Texas, and then you're going to have to pick from either Drew Aller, Cade Klubnik, or Lenore Sellers. The Mannings have a lot of pull. They have more pull than what Deion Sanders and Shedeur did due to how Arch Manning is going to be viewed in a much higher regard in NFL circles because he's going to interview better. His personality is going to be a lot more of a turn on the teams compared to Shador's. And also, the Mannings aren't just going to allow him to go to just any situation. They're going to have leverage and kind of being able to maneuver or facilitate what situation Arch Manning lands in, because they know better than anybody, no matter how good of a prospect you may be, you're only going to be as good as the franchise that you get drafted by. So you got to have a good coaching staff, you got to have a competent front office, and a team that somewhat is constructed good enough to where you can have instant success. And even Eli Manning and Peyton Manning, their rookie seasons didn't really go all that well despite having all those years of experience playing in college. Like Peyton Manning was throwing interceptions out the ass. So Arch Manning, I strongly doubt that he's going to declare for the 2026 draft. If you are a fan that is looking for a quarterback next year, you can just scratch Arch Manning off the list, because I doubt that is going to happen based off the track record that his relatives have had of staying in college, and they want him to be as prepared as possible for the National Football League. So I just hate to burst the bubble and give you guys the bad news about Arch, but you won't have the chance of drafting him at least for 2 more years.